Let's talk about this very, very attractive man, Terence Howard. Okay, I just want to say that I watched a video that Daytime Tea Time made recently about him, and I have to say, I agree with her. I didn't think it was fair for him to be laughed at for what he said to that interviewer on the red carpet. Sorry, that's my fingers. Those are my fingers. Sorry about that. He, and that flower of life comment that he made about him wanting to pursue scientific interests. Although I haven't seen a lot of his films, maybe only like 5 or 6, and I didn't really understand his speech either, especially the flower of life comment, unless he meant it as a metaphor, or him meaning that he hasn't gotten everything that he wanted to get out of his life yet, that he has more plans, or that there's more to him than just his acting career. I think it's great he's pursuing another interest other than acting. Don't get me wrong, acting is a good profession, but I think it's not a very permanent job. So for him to get into like other pursuits, I think that's really great of him to expand his horizons and stuff. I don't think it's good to put people like celebrities on pedestals because they're human too, and they have their own flaws and they have their own interests. They're more than what they appear to be, what we think that we know about them and what we hear about them. I think it's great for him to get into science because it's a big part of life. Where would we be without science? There wouldn't be a NASA without science, you know? It's a big part of life, and it's a very important subject, and I think that's great. And maybe him getting into science will make more people want to get into science too, because he's a very well-known actor, and he's a very well-known actor, and people might see that and want to like emulate him or something. And that might be good for other people too to get into science, because then they'll become more intelligent and more well-rounded people too. And it's just a great thing to have someone, because not a lot of people talk about science, do they, except like scientists and stuff. And I think that he was like laughed at by those people on the news. I forget which news channel it was, but I think it was mostly because they didn't understand where he was coming from, and I kind of didn't understand what he was talking about either, but I don't think I would have laughed at him. I think they were just like feeling kind of uncomfortable, and they just didn't know how to react to something that they weren't sure about. And that's how people sometimes react to things they aren't sure about. They just kind of like laugh uncomfortably. And I've never been one to go along with the group or anything just because a group of people believe one thing. Just to be part of the group. I'm kind of inspired and impressed with people who have their own opinions and who are okay to stand out from the crowd and do their own thing. And I think that's what kind of celebrities do, and I think that's why I have a fascination with certain celebrities. Well, all celebrities I have a fascination with, because they're just interesting people to me. And they have a lot of money, so that's interesting too. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Have an awesome day.